what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day. Here at Heavy Cardboard, teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. I'm your host, Edward Euler. Happy to be joined by a couple really good friends.
Ken.
Martin.
All right, and y'all. So welcome, everybody watching live around the world as well as after the fact. Tonight, more Age of Steam. I was taught how to pronounce this. It's Trisland.
That's what we think. We're not sure.
We're going
I guess.
Y'all are more educated than me, so we're going with it. So the Age of Steam Trisland map. So Age of Steam originally designed by Martin Wallace, developed by...
John Burrow.
Thank you. Woo! This map, however, designed by Ted Ausbach of Bezier Games. So, yeah, long out of print. I believe you can print and play this, though. I believe he's given permission for this. 3-player only map. We haven't streamed this one. I haven't played this one, so should be a good time. Looking forward to this. Just a little show note before we get started. So summer is here. I don't want to call it post-pandemic because, let's face it, the way things are trending...
Feels more mid-pandemic.
It kind of does, but here are the facts. A lot of people are taking vacations, visiting family they haven't seen in better part of 2 years, so on and so forth with our game group. So our streams are going to be very low player count / solo streams for the rest of the summer for the most part until we get to late August. And then we're going to be continuing the Oath campaign. We'll have stuff like 18 Chesapeake, King's Dilemma, other bit higher player count games as more and more people return from their vacations and stuff. We're going camping. So yeah, just wanted to give you all a heads up with that. Anyway, Age of Steam, Trisland, y'all ready? All right,
do it.
Let's get to it, shall we? I'm not even going to bother to bring chat down or anything because it's Age of Steam and there aren't a ton of differences, but I will go ahead and go over the obvious stuff, or maybe not obvious, as it were. All the purple cubes removed from the game. There will be no purple city. The only three urbanization, the only three new cities in the game are the A, B, and C. So, and if you notice, there are only white cities over here, so only those are going to be populated, and the D is not there as well. The game will be a maximum of 8 rounds, as you can see, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple discs. These were out of mandala stones. Mark those off. Also, those 2 actions are not going to be available for us as well. And you'll also notice a couple of things. So first off, you'll notice that it is mostly a symmetric map. I say mostly because, like, functionally it is, but blue city, black city, red city, yellow cities. So only the color of the city is the only thing that is not symmetric. I do not have to start in this area. Ken does not have to start there. Martin does not have to start. You can build wherever you want, just like normal, okay? However, you're going to notice that there's a number of discs in all 3 of our player colors there. Oh, I should also point out one other thing. We don't have our graphics guy. Why? Because vacation. So Rob was nice enough to give us kind of generic stuff. So I'm playing yellow, Ken's playing red, and Martin's playing blue. Our color discs are here. The reason we have colored discs over there is that is the number of actions, number of times you can take a given action. So you'll notice that these 3 actions, each of us can take a maximum of twice. The urbanization and production, we can take a maximum of once. If you do not have a disc there, you cannot take it. So as you use the action, you take one of those, you put it back in your supply after the action, so on and so forth. There are 3 urbanizations. There are 3 urbanization discs. The other 2 interesting notes to point here. Normal building costs 2, 3, and 4. So 2, 3, and 4. However, these 3 hexes here in the middle, $6 a piece. And finally, whatever action you choose, you must do to the maximum that you can do. So if you take engineer, you know how many track you must build? 4. Just like what engineer says. Even if you don't want to because you want to hold money back, you cannot. Now, if you do not have the cash to build, you must spend everything you have to a maximum of, well, everything you have to be able to fulfill the 4 builds. So if you can only build twice, but you can't hold money back to be able to pay your upkeep, in other words, that's it. That's pretty much all the rules. Yeah, that's it. Any questions on that? All right.
No.
Martin, you want to randomize? Go ahead and grab our deck of cards. Let's do it.
I didn't have a Trisland map of cards, but the other side of a Trisland map is the Atlantis map, so I picked an Atlantis pack of cards instead.
And I've heard that the Atlantis map all but assures that somebody's going bankrupt.
Oh, okay.
So yes, you will probably see that one in the nearish future. King of Spades, that'll do it. So
right.
me and clockwise from me to start. We'll do it that way. All right, so we each start with $10.
$10.
I have no idea. I mean, 2 shares usually is the default. But if you want to make a delivery, wow, that's expensive, right? Without urbanization, you can't do a 2 delivery. We've established that because you'd have to build to one of those, something like that. Mm-hmm. And that would cost a total of 4.
If you go last and the right things happen before...
Yes.
Right?
I suppose that's a possibility.
But I'm not...
I'm going to take 2 shares because I'm
not.
not sure. So I'm just going to take the 2 shares.
So this is the point in the game where I'm always feeling share greedy. And I'm like, maybe I could get away with taking one.
Right? Oh, over under. Glory to Rome's 8 rounds. 6? 6. I like that with this crew. And we're all drinking Genmaicha tonight.
Yeah.
Rose
delicious,
Genmaicha.
Rose City Genmaicha from Smith Teas. My
Very
all-time
nice.
favorite tea.
All right. Is it because it's...
Pretty damn nice.
There's a Portland reference in there? Is that...
No, it's Smith
hurt.
Teas from Portland. And Rose City is Portland.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and... I'll take one.
Are you sure?
Nope.
No. Oh, and by the way, so all of this here started out going for the whole McDreamy look from Grey's Anatomy with the hair.
Okay.
And then the beard is kind of taken on a life of its own. And Jess referenced Chris Christopherson the other day. And I was like, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So we're letting it go a little bit. So there you go. All right. Yeah. All right.
Rhinestone cowboy look.
I was going more mountain guy.
Okay.
Mountain man.
All right.
But, you know.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to go with 2, I
Stuck in my
think.
head. You're terrible. Go ahead, sir. 2 shares it is.
All right, I'm winning already.
You in fact are. If we quit right now, you win. I'll start the bidding at 2.
Pass.
I think I shall pass as well.
I said 1. I will pay 1. All right. So I will pay $2. That was
$2.
unexpected.
I wasn't expecting a pass, but I'm happy with it.
Wow.
Second place to 0 is probably not bad.
That's a winner, I'd say.
That's good. I really didn't want to be last. But hey, you're happy with being last.
I'm interested in being last in the
take it.
Well done.
I'm interested to see what you'll do with it.
Good teamwork, Martin.
It is.
6, like.
You're already psyching me out. You must see a move that I haven't seen.
I don't have a good. I'm leaning towards urbanization. But I mean, could Loco. But I mean, do I burn the urbanization? I can do it once.
1, you have but 1 urbanization.
I mean, I know what
He wins the auction and he's like the dog who's caught the car.
Absolutely.
Yeah, now what do? I caught the damn thing. Okay, so here, just thinking out loud. So looking at this, I like the idea of urbanization. I could urbanize the red here, right, to be able to then build 1, 2, right? That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Or I could do the black city and maybe build that there and then go 1, 2 that way with it, assuming I would take Loco for my first action. Because there are 3 black cubes here. There aren't a ton out here. And there's only 1. There's that. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to go ahead and urbanize for my first action. Boom.
Loco
done.
for me then.
All right, go for it. And see, first build makes sense, but then again, you might want to see where I
absolutely don't want.
This is why I didn't want to come third on the auction. I can't figure out what the good. All 3 choices are not good, particularly since you have to do engineer. When you have to build all 3.
If I had taken an extra share, engineer, I think would make a lot of sense.
That's why I definitely didn't want to take 1 share. I reckon 1 share was a completely hopeless position to be in, because then you'd be stuck with engineer. You'd have to lose the auction, and you'd be stuck with engineer and being unable to do with it.
But, so what I think I'm going to do is just wait and see what you guys do, and I will take production.
That's what I would do in your position, yes. It's a holding move, because he's waiting to see what we do.
So you're wasting your production. Right? You are no, because none of the cubes. I'm just making sure.
None of the cubes are going to be out. Yes.
Right. So you won't be able to draw. So it's a wasted action.
But I certainly don't want to do first build, and I don't want to do engineer.
It's better than the alternatives.
Wow. Okay.
I went through that same mental process and realised the only way you could get away with a single share is if you went with production, and that I suspect is why you're forced to build all your engineer.
To put the screws to you.
But make that first round decision be tricky as it is.
Well, in the first build, you don't necessarily want to do, because the guy who has urbanization, you want to see where I urbanize, right? I mean, that's a huge deal. All right, so nobody took first build, so that's going to be on me to build. I think the obvious, and you know what? I shouldn't say that. Hold on. The fact that the one with the 3 black are right here, and this was a random draw, and the fact that they are evenly distributed between all of the other cities out there. I think that's where we go ahead and do that. And if I build 2, so that would be 6. That's 10. And then let me do some quick math. So 4, 6, 2, $4. I'm good there. So I think I can go ahead and build 1 more. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. So I'm at 4. I'll be at Loco 2, I'm assuming. So that'll be 6. And then I'll have a 2 delivery, which would put me at 2. I would owe $4. So the question is, you know what? I'm going to actually spend $6, $10, $14 in building.
Whoa.
And this may be a huge mistake. Well, my thought process was to come into it this way and come out of it that way.
Yep.
But if I come out of it this way, it saves me $2, causes y'all to spend the $2 more, and it doesn't get me any closer, so no, never mind. So I will do it this way. So that's total of $12 for my 3 builds. Now you can build less, like because you're not taking these
Only the
actions
engineer
have to be right.
requires, yeah.
So now that that's done, comes back to here. There we go. All right.
Don't forget to put markers out there.
Oh, thanks. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, done. Mr. Fowler. And I didn't bother with the PTZ today because honestly, this is pretty zoomed pretty well. So.
I like the look of those black cubes. Those black
That
cubes
runs
are very tasty looking. to me.
12 as well, is that
Yep,
right?
that's 12 quid. I'm not sure what the type of currency they
In
have
Trisland?
in
Must be
Trisland.
bucks.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Everything must be bucks.
I mean, you do have a one delivery, right? No matter what, if you
Oh,
want.
sure. Sure, I do.
With the yellows, I'm
Sure
saying
do.
there or there,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yeah.
So maybe I should have done what I did to prevent that.
Yes, that's what I thought you were going to do, and I was thinking, yeah, that would be the wise move because he really doesn't want me going into Black Sea.
Yeah,
and you
no,
decided
so
against it, and I just kept quiet because I thought you wouldn't want my advice anyway. But yeah, I think it was a.
Yeah, no, that's what the $2 extra. I think it would have. Yeah, I made a mistake there. I feel like I made a mistake at least. Yep.
Well, yeah, I don't know that it made a huge mistake because I mean you were only capable of getting one of those black cubes
This
anyway.
turn.
This turn.
Correct. I mean, what are the chances I can convince y'all to urbanize that for me?
We'll see what the betting markets say.
Good luck,
Right.
friends.
Eric's like, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite Talleyrand quotes. I think it was Talleyrand, what?
So what are you thinking, Ken?
I am trying to decide how close I want to shave this. Is really the issue, right?
Skin close.
Yeah, so if I spend 12, I'll be in some trouble.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah,
have not looked at you.
let's do it.
Okay.
So I'm going to go there. And then I guess that's the smart thing. Go this direction. Yeah, let's try it. 10. And then, wait, do we have one of these?
No, you get it right.
Okay.
Yep, just plop a.
That's 13,
Is it 13?
right? 6, 4, and 3. One for the town and one
right.
for every exit.
Well, okay.
All right, mark them.
13.
Because
3,
12, you said,
4.
could cause discomfort. I imagine.
4,
You could lollipop it for 12.
2 income. Wait,
But
does that breaks exactly even, I think.
What?
If I get 2 income, I think it breaks exact. Oh.
Well, are you locoing? I assume not. Then that would be 4. You'd be at 2. You owe $2. 13. You could afford. You're good.
Yep.
You're safe.
Yep.
Yep.
Or, well, I suppose that puts me in a position of, like, you guys trying to crash me, too, though. All right, so the safe thing is actually to do this. And...
I mean,
It is possible
Just
that
spend-
if Edward
just
was cruel
spend
enough,
10.
he could crash you. Yes.
Correct. Yes.
I, of course, would never do such a thing. 'cause
Oh,
I'm a
right. I
kind
mean,
guy.
I knew Martin would never do it, obviously.
All right, mark them then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dangle.
All
right.
right.
Okay, so we're done
I
building,
have to figure that out.
and so therefore can't. Obviously, there is no first move, so that'll be me, and we will loco for my first one.
1, 2.
Wow, that was a
One.
colossal mistake. Now, actually, I see that now. 2 and 1, and then for mine, I'll go 1, 2. Can't believe I did that.
I do 1, 2 again.
Because I forgot you would low code.
And
That's why I didn't interrupt you.
I'll go ahead and here's the other one, going the other direction.
Okay.
So the main reason I wouldn't actually tank Ken is because it would cost me more.
That's right.
So
That's right. So I go, one.
I'm not going to spend money in order to tank you.
Don't forget Martin goes
is-
up to 4.
He does. Thank
he
you.
is.
All right. Yeah. That.
Running away with it.
So I urbanized and actually helped someone else.
But the good news is we're almost out of black cubes.
Oh, that was so dumb.
We are. Which is really nice.
I totally. Wow. I am off my game. All right. So Martin and I are both at 6 expenses. He owes $2. I owe $4.
$2. That's nice.
And Ken, you're at 4, 2. You owe $2. Done. All right. So goods growth. Go ahead and draw.
So ones I can throw away?
I just want you to know what you could have drawn because there you go. So 2 reds go back into the bag because there's no spot for them. All right, cool. Go ahead, roll them bones and roll them same spot if you would.
1, 2, 6.
All right, 1, 2, and 6, and there is no D. So there we go. So 1, 2, 6.
There we go.
All right.
Not-
Obviously no income reduction as well, and boop, done. All right, so $2, $3, and Martin, bring your money up to the
$6.
edge of the
Oh, sorry.
board.
Yep.
There you go.
6.
All right. Oh, Martin is in such a good spot.
That's
have
all
a
right.
good one
That
there.
just means I'll blow it. I'm very good at blowing a good position. It's one of my core competencies.
I mean, I'm gonna take 2 shares and probably hate my life for doing it, but.
I thought through a hunk of the first move, but I didn't think through this.
Oh, if we're gonna get a new T-shirt, it's gonna be "Helping You was not in my plans" or something to that effect. That Jess can't. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Coined
that,
with
that
me,
was
yeah.
that was a solid quote from her.
that was. Yeah. And she and I are heading up to Searsport in Acadia National Forest. Looking forward to that.
Sounds lovely.
Excited. Really, really excited. I haven't been camping since I think legitimately 6th grade.
So Edward's floating down there. He can't urbanize again.
I cannot. Facts.
So he's not going to be urbanizing. Ken is heading in this direction. Might be fancying a bit of urbanization. He's still got the option. And he's got quite a few positions he could. He could obviously urbanize here, but he can also, of course, do this or this or this. So he's got more extended urbanizing options with the blue or red. Blue or red are cubes here for him to grab from, assuming he's interested in going in that direction. He's only loco level 1, so he'd have to raise his loco in order to get up there, but it's certainly a plausible possibility for him. Do I want to try and push the auction and urbanize? I've got possibilities. Kind of liking where I am to some degree. So I would leave to the possibility of maybe trying to lurk. Let you two move first and then capitalize on what you two do. Assuming one of you locos, one of you urbanizes, which is probably what's going to happen, that would mean I'd need to engineer, because you can't lurk and be first build, because that's the opposite of lurking. So I'd need to make sure I'm positioned to take advantage of that engineer option, assuming I'm going to lurk and not participate in the auction. So let's think through that a little bit. I'm totally free associating here, hoping it's going to be interesting to somebody. So, I mean, what would be the worst case? The worst case would be perhaps buying this and a couple of mountain spots and then something else. Or probably wouldn't buy 3 mountain spots. So that would be 10, 14, 15, 16. I've got 6. So if I wanted 16, I'd need at least 2 shares. That would be tight on the money, because then I'll be up to 6, and I don't have, and I'm still on 4 shares, and my loco's in place. So I'm really looking for 3 shares, I think, in order to take advantage of an engineer lurk. Because I really want to be able to do something dramatic in building, depending on what the earlier urbanization is. So that's assuming Ken urbanises. If Ken doesn't urbanize because he's got some wacky plan that involves not urbanizing, which would be strange but possible, then I would have to urbanize.
Well, he might be interested in urbanizing like one of these, right? And waiting to save that for a later turn.
Yep, that's a possibility. Well, I mean, he could reach there.
Fair point.
So actually urbanizing those would be quite nice. And then I'm kind of saying, okay, I can't get in if he goes through there. I'm not going to be able to get into that. That would be his way of doing it, would be to do something like this to avoid a
Sounds
block.
like I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, good point. Yeah, good call.
Although, of course, whatever he does with a town there is the option to jump off it. But
Yes.
the problem then is then that's a 1, 2, 3. That would be enough, but I'd have to then build that. So if that's
Right.
the case, then I'd need 4. It's not going to be as bad as the option I've just walked through with 6 and 2 things. So I'll probably have enough to be able to do. I mean, none of these is easily completely blockable, particularly where he's only got 3 to build. So you can only go there. He can't actually do what you should have done and block both entrances into the town. I mean, and then even if he doesn't urbanize, I've got other options around here. There is 1 yellow cube still to move. Of course, he can move it, but he would probably have bigger fish to fry rather than to move it. I mean, I can always do something like that to kind of, because I've got the 2 anyway. And there's still the black cubes. I mean, you want over here, you'd have to thread your way over there. I'm going to get there first, so I might be able to do something. I don't know. Now, I think 3 shares is about as well I've talked to myself into.
That was excellent analysis. I enjoyed the ride. Like, that
did
was
too.
a wonderful road trip.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
feel like I just went on. There you go.
Well, I don't know whether Martin is just blowing smoke or not.
I don't
Now
know.
he has plenty of money to win the auction, should he so choose.
The facts.
Well, in fact, I may change my mind and go for the auction. Who knows? It wouldn't be the first time.
I don't think... I mean, I guess there's a version of this game where I just take 2 shares and just see how fine I can cut it all game long.
It's exciting. And remember, you don't necessarily go bankrupt. You just go back on the income.
Sure.
No.
Don't-
I'm not.
I don't go bankrupt immediately. Right.
Dogs are not coming this trip.
Oh. I'll take 3.
All right, join the party.
That's terrible.
Okay. I'll start the bidding at 1.
Well, I will assume the lurking position.
Oh, that's
Oops.
me.
There you go. I mean, I'll win the auction for 1. I'll twist my arm. It's not how I anticipated that going, but I'll suck it up. I'll take it for the old proverbial team.
Trying to think what could possibly be clever about winning this auction, since you can't urbanize, and that is pretty transparently what I want to do.
But you might not. I mean,
Yeah, no, I can think of some other things I could do.
right. I mean, legitimate options, right? I mean, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and make it to all those cubes.
absolutely.
I mean, I think that's a legitimate option.
Engineer is interesting.
Right.
It's sort of a worse version of urbanize, probably. 'Cause it-
I think it leaves. See, and this is me being genuine. It's not
Yeah.
gamesmanship. But you could make a beeline for it there, and then urbanize one of those later on in
Sure.
a future turn. So I don't think
Sure.
necessarily. And it kind of,
Right. It's worse this turn. It's not necessarily worse long term.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
I hear all
It's
that.
more expensive now. Mm-hmm. So.
I will pass. I will pass.
Wow.
Yes. Well, it's interesting to see both of those auctions go really cheap. That's
Well,
pretty
I think
amazing.
an artifact of how tight this is that
Wow.
nobody wants to spend money on the auction. There's only 3 of us.
Well, I mean, I've got money to spend. That's the thing. But
Yeah.
that's.
I mean-
you saw what I was planning to do with it anyway.
But your maintenance cost is already at 9. Well, I guess 5. So
Here's the thing. Loco is the obvious one for me, right?
right.
But I don't think I can come up with a 3 delivery.
That's.
Because if I were to build straight down to here,
Huh?
it's black and yellow.
Yep.
Black is 1, yellow is 2, no matter what I do there, right?
Yes.
And so it's still a 2 delivery. Building 4, kind of hurt myself to be able to do that now.
Yeah, you don't have enough money to do 4, I'm thinking.
Well, I actually...
Pretty tight.
I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing an easy way to even build 3 that will matter for you.
Right, the other 2, like I could build that one,
Yep.
right? That's an
That's a great
obvious
one,
one.
sure. But
But then the other 2, I maybe come to here and then come down that way. Actually, hold on. 4, 6, 12. Yeah, it doesn't work once I spent that extra dollar to hit the extra city or the extra town to make use of that. And the question is, if I loco, I would then be at 9, and realistically, I would need $3. 4, 7, 9, $11. So I'd be $1. I'd go back 1. I think that's still worth it. So okay, I will go ahead and loco 1. There. Okay.
urbanized for me.
Okay. Martin?
Engineer then.
Yes.
I mean, you got the cash, right?
That was the plan.
All right.
Look,
so
an engineer.
I have locoed. Somehow I'm building first. So now here's the really interesting thing. The obvious build is that, right? The question is, what? I think you have to do the red there, because I don't think. So here,
I mean, blue would be a very weird choice.
right. So I assume it would be red, but the thing is, if I were to just build that, just to be able to help myself out,
Yep.
it's possible that you actually just build there or like that, and then come over and urbanize that to
Or
red.
let that track die and just build a different direction, right? Like that's also possible.
Yes, he who has urbanization is the person to be building after in this game, it feels.
Yeah.
In the early moves.
Didn't help me out all that much in the first round. Of course, I had hardly any money, so that was
That was
the problem.
part of the problem, I think. You need money. That's what I'm banking on. You need the money to take advantage of the situation.
Yep.
So I'm capitalizing in the hope that things will work out for me.
So far, so good.
I can't complain about move one, but that was good fortune on my part.
I don't think it's worth trying to mooch the extra dollar out of this. Like, how tight do we make it? So I'll do the obvious. So that's 4, 2, and 3 for a total of 9. Done.
Yeah, so really the question is here, here, or here.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, so the fact that you're still, had I built this, there's no way you urbanized that. I feel better
Right.
about that now.
Right.
But I feel like such an idiot for having not seen that, or having changed from that the first turn.
No idea how happy you made me. Just
Oh,
feel
I
good about
actually
that.
do. I probably do have a pretty good.
I don't know.
You are correct, Chip. So, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that I need at least 1-2 delivery this round, which is very doable no matter where I go.
Yep.
And I'm trying to decide what sets me up. Basically, I'm trying to decide what sets me up best. I think what I'm going to try is here, here, here.
3, 5, 8.
Urbanizing to the blue city.
The blue?
Sorry, red.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you're free to do as you wish.
Be a
but
weird,
yeah.
be a weird choice.
It would.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and mark it.
King makes his move. How shall I respond? He's moving before me, but he's only loco level 1.
Correct.
So that red cube sitting there, if I could pick that off.
You could.
Deliver it down here.
No.
Just saying.
But how to pick it off, that would be the question.
It's good to be back on. It's been a
Yeah.
Took a bit of a break. Needed to. And have you watched any of the Olympics?
A little bit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. My daughter is very excited about it. It's her first Olympics. She's really been
Yeah.
paying attention for.
And it's such a weird one. It's just so hard. And it's not because of the time zone. It's just
Yeah.
it just feels so weird. It just doesn't feel like the Olympics normally feel. You
Yeah.
know? Big
So in
new-
order for you to pick it off, you've got to do it as a 2.
Yeah, it's going to be quite hard to pick it off, actually, I think. And I'm not sure it's necessarily the best move.
Right. That's what I'm counting on, Martin.
Yeah, it's a reasonable thing to count on, I think.
Doug thinks you're in a pretty good position. I think both of them are in pretty good position compared to mine because of that screw up.
Yeah, I think I can make 4-point towns, right?
Yep, you can. Just upgrading a town is just $3.
So that would be $3 then. 7. Sorry. What a mess.
It's okay.
7. Oh, no, it's the wrong shape. What are my shapes? I need the cross feet.
There it is.
Oh.
This one?
Fancy tools.
Nope. Nope.
Are you at? What are you trying to? Where
I
are you
need to
trying
go out of here. Out
All
here.
right, so it's the double curves.
Double curves. This
That one.
You.
Yep.
Yep. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's it.
Well done.
And then
Straighten a curve.
straighten the curve. Yeah. Straighten
5
the
more.
river.
3, 6,
So 12 total, it looks like.
8 and 4 is 12. That's my math. Yep.
That's 12, and that's 4 built, which is all I can build. So 12 it is.
And I'll go mark them for
I
you.
rather overdid the shares by the looks of it, but I'm happy to. I bought myself flexibility.
I feel like it'll be comfortably under $5 after I get finished paying.
Right, yeah.
maintenance.
Yeah, you and me both.
Unfortunately.
So we're all done building, so that is done as well. All right, moving. Well, I mean, doing the reds makes the most sense, I think. So we're at a 3 loco. It just doesn't, 1, 2, 3, it doesn't make sense to do that.
Right.
So, 1, 2,
Looks right.
and Ken,
I pretty much have to loco. Loco.
and Martin.
I realise I've made actually a big mistake there as well. That was stupid.
Join the party.
Looking at those 2 cubes, of course, you can grab them before I get to have one of them. Well, that was stupid indeed. What can I do?
Oh, because if you loco on your first one, it'll be going for the second. Yeah.
Exactly.
You are correct, sir. Paybacks for the black cube.
Yep, paybacks indeed. So, given I can't do that, what else can I do? I can't. Well, I could do a 2. I could grab this red, giving 1 to Ken,
Suppose I could live with that.
which would. Well, I haven't decided I'm going to do that
No,
yet,
I know.
but I'm thinking that might actually be quite a reasonable option. It's the only thing he
If
can
you-
grab really is that red.
Oh, right. Because
Easily.
if you wait for your 3, that will not be around.
It won't.
I like it. I like the chances of that
Of
if
it,
going
of it being.
like Kaiser Soze just disappearing.
Yep. I mean, that black would still be around. I could then pay Ken 1 that way and take the black, which would give me 2.
True.
So that's another possibility. That will get me up to 3, which I feel would be kind of nice to get up to 3.
This is a nasty, nasty little
Oh, it's.
brutal mess.
I
An
think
interesting choice.
It is as it's as close to bankrupt in this game as I've felt in a while.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna actually be at 6 income and then go back 1. So
Good fun.
yeah. But I have a pretty good infrastructure built up, I feel like, right
Yeah.
now. I'm in, although trying to get to that red city, don't like my chances.
No.
You can get there anytime. Just decide whether you want to pay me or Martin.
Yep.
Oh, no, like I could build to it theoretically.
Sure. Until next turn.
I've got enough money to be able to afford. I think I'm going to go for the 3-point loco and loco, and let Ken have his 2.
My measly 2.
6 turns left. So, all right, so go ahead. So you will loco. I will go ahead and make that.
There's always a thought that he might have done something else, but yeah,
Same.
it's pretty slim.
And 2 for there.
And Ken gets a little bonus.
Yay! Nothing like a bonus.
So
One
Ken
for
gets
Ken,
1
Martin
and
gets
2.
I get 2.
There we go. All right, we are done. Income and expenses. I'll start. So 6 and 3 is 9. Minus 6 is 3. That's 2. That'll be 3.
It's good fun. So for me, I've got 2 and 6 is 8, minus an unexpected 5. Means I only have to pay 3. I did take an extra share after all.
And Martin is at 7, 3, 10, minus 6. You owe $4.
I took an extra share than I needed as well.
Throw it up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. All right. Income reduction. Nobody's there. Goods growth. Nobody did production. So roll them bones.
Come on, 1. Here we go, 1.
Good choice. Everybody's happy with that.
Well done.
Edward can't complain with that one.
No,
sir.
I am not, in fact, at all complaining about that. And we will do. Whoop. All right. Wow, that's a lot of cubes. I'm just saying. Two shares. Yeah, easy. I have no idea where Martin's going to urbanize.
9 options. One of them looks pretty bad, but a lot of them look plausible. This seems pretty cozy, for example.
Oh. Wow. Do I take 3 shares this turn, or do I just leave it at 2? 8, 12, 3, leaving me 7. 4, I need, nope, 3 shares.
I have to have 2, I think. So I'm sort of thinking about 3, but I think let's stick with my plan to go a little lean and go with 2.
And Martin?
Yeah, I definitely need 2. Oh yes, sorry. Keep wanting to fiddle with them down here. Desperately tries to do something to stop me doing that.
I don't want to build first. Screw you all. I actually want to get out of first.
Okay.
Oh. I really could not hate my position more. I really couldn't. I will bid 1.
2.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, he wants something. You could pass and find out. Oh, I'm sorry.
I will
yes,
pass and find out what Martin wants.
So that'll be pay your 2 and 1
So,
respectively.
what's the betting for what it is that I'm after? What's my plan? What is it that I've been trying to do so much for? I was actually prepared to pay money for the auction. Just curious. What do you think? Make your personal bet.
I mean, it's not urbanization.
Could be first build.
I don't think so. He doesn't-
Surely not locomotive, unless he's seen.
Actually, Loco
You think
probably
so?
makes sense.
Okay, let's see.
No, first build.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
he wants that.
I do indeed.
Okay.
I want to go very badly. Because it is a very nice spot.
It is a lovely spot.
And Ken.
Well.
Well.
That is not great. That is not great.
I was surprised. Nothing on the peanut gallery for what I was going to do.
It's quiet tonight.
It's quiet, isn't it?
Well, it's been a couple weeks, and so, you know.
Yeah.
easing
We're
back
going to do
into
this
it.
more regularly. We should set up a regular YouTube channel for
Right, like yeah, I was gonna say, like we've done for the last, 5 years.
Exactly.
I think it's right to do Loco, even though it means I'm going to be paying Martin for the pleasure of using his track.
I didn't know that. Boy, you two are just
It's just not.
incestuous.
If you can explain to me how I can get away without doing it,
Not my job.
feel
Not my
free
job.
to let me know.
Build
but I'm
better.
pretty sure that's what's going to happen.
So,
I will take Loco. Yeah.
I'm always happy to accept your money.
I'm sure you're going to be accepting it. I think for a good little while.
Good. Suits me.
That's gross.
I can make a case for engineer, but I don't know where do I want to build to. That's the problem.
Well, you're going to have to take engineer at some point.
Right.
It's one of the other things to factor in with this game is you've got to take the options. You can't just,
Yep.
oh, I don't need to do this.
Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, Doug Redshirt has an idea of what you're going to do.
What Edward's
Hey,
going to
Adam.
do.
He's just got to beam it over.
I mean, production also makes sense because I have the 6th spot kind of locked up, right? And
Yep.
so that to put them there, that makes the obvious spots.
Yeah, you're nicely positioned with a nice monopoly going over there. Unfortunately, the blacks and yellows aren't terribly appealing for you. The reds are too far away,
Right now.
and right now. But that will become a nice red later. And the blues, all depends on what I do, which is interesting to have that last urbanisation in my pocket, as it were. I can
that's why
decide when I want to use it.
mean-
and I guarantee to be able to do it whenever I can finish
Whenever you
last
like.
on the auction. And just
Whenever
take
you
it,
like. Yep.
I mean, I see that.
which is really quite an interesting position to be in.
I bet.
All right, I am gonna engineer because I have. Let me double check something real quick. 4, 6, 9. 11, leaving me 4. 4, 9, 12, 12, 9, 3. I'm good. Done. All right, so let's see. Loco's done. Engineer is not, and first build. Go for it, Martin.
Yep. Well,
Nothing tricky here.
Well, at least for
the
two of
question
them.
is what to
Let's
do
see with the
with
third.
that third one.
Right.
So that's an obvious move. Then the question is, do I try and make it difficult to build in here? Well, actually, I don't think I need to defend this because you can't come out of here because there's no 5-point towns, right?
Right?
If I remember correctly, right?
Ah.
5-point towns.
I hadn't
Right.
really thought of
There's
that.
a special 5-point town in Steam in one of the expansion packs. So I
Okay.
don't think there are any
I
5-point
don't think
towns
there
in Age
are.
of
You
Steam.
have them all over there, but I don't
So
think
in
there
which
is.
case, you've got to come out of here, which is a long way. By the time
it
you've
is a
gone
long
all there, me and Ken will have drained all the queue. Well, even if Ken tries to come out of here, it's better for him to just pay me the money, I reckon. So I think that's actually a good bet.
So that's 6 so far.
6. Then that leaves me one remaining spot. So, do I want to hold back? Or do I spend it somewhere into it? One thing I've been thinking about is this, which has been totally unused and feels like it's good because it's on a loop.
I hate going same color to same color. It feels so
I know.
wasted.
You can't loop round with it, but you
Right.
can loop other things around with
That's
it
right.
potentially, depending on what hangs off here. So then I'm actually thinking a little bit further in advance. What am I going to do with this blue urbanisation when it comes up?
I mean, the thing that I was guessing was you would think it would be one of those three, but I could
And
be
I was
wrong.
initially thinking that as well.
Right.
Because the nice thing about putting it here is I've then got, options to move things. You're restricted to a 2-point, which is going to mean those blue cubes aren't so valuable for you. Big plus to lower Edward's blue cube value. But then I'm looking at the production thing. There's 2 blues at the end of 5's production. Well, that's going to be pretty sucky to have those come out there, isn't it? That makes that less appealing. There's also a couple
Well, if you're going this way, though.
C has a couple of blues as well, which is this one. Also sucky. So being over here with this, it's going to mean low point blue scores. So the question then is, can I pop blue somewhere, particularly since it's on my network where I can get to it, which might actually argue slinging it over here. Well, there's blue over there anyway. I can deliver blue all the way to that one and score nicely with the blues coming out of here.
Take care, Chip and Renee. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, so I'm not super sure. Which is also saying the point, I'm not really quite sure I'm not sure that 6 is going to buy me a lot, but it might buy me something if I wanted to say make this a blue. Then I could sort of, well, even though if I got that one as well, but Ken grabbed that one. Yeah, I don't think that 6 spot is really that interesting to me. So in which case, do I want to start building for the future? Which means I've got to think a turn in advance. Where do I want to put that blue? Where do I want to go? Do I want to start moving out of this 5, for instance, and heading up somewhere, because getting hold of these cubes and moving them up, particularly if I avoid New City C, could be moderately profitable. Yeah, how about a speculative 2-point? Oh, what did I? Oh, that's the 6 I'm already spending.
Spend the 5 down below and take the 3, and there you go.
Yeah.
You got it.
Speculative little curve out of 5 to kind of at least occupy that cheap slot. And then I can think about what I might want to do with it.
And I'm so rusty right now. I just want to, before anybody takes their turn, just want to make sure for building. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read this, and you guys interpret this for me, okay?
Okay.
The very first track tile every player builds at the start of the game must be adjacent to a city, and one end of the track on the simple track tile must connect to the city. While city hexes do not show any track, they are considered to have connected track from every hex side. All future track built by a player must ultimately connect to a city through that player's track. So you are allowed to do that, right?
Yes, I've always, because there was only that special rule on South Africa, where we had to all be connected from the original spot.
Okay.
You've always been allowed to build off
Just
any city.
way off.
You just can't build off a town. You have to build off a city.
I'm rusty. So, all right.
Well, I get confused between the differences between this and Steam from time to time, so at least you haven't got that problem to deal with.
All right. Ken,
Well,
what do
even though Martin took the build I wanted, I do still want to get into that blue city. I don't know if it's as crucial now. So many of those cubes are going to be gone. But being connected to blue in the long run seems like a good idea. And so I think I will build that direction. I'm going to come out of this city here with a straight. And then I will curve back.
Oh, where the room is coming out.
Curve back again.
You've made Edward a happy man.
Glory your own, sir.
So that's 9 in total, if I counted it right.
River. Yep.
Yep.
That'd be 9. Yeah, actually, technically, that's...
Oh, yeah, it's hanging. Fair enough.
Okay, that thwarts that idea.
I mean, just wait for Martin to build a blue city here. And get all those 2s. Or maybe, you know, like 4s or 5s if you build around the other way. The really frustrating thing about Martin still having that urbanized without either of us having anything to do about it is that he can wait, see what we do, and then build to frustrate us.
I can.
But Martin wouldn't do that.
Exactly. Have I done that yet?
You haven't done it yet. Saving it for the big finish.
Yep.
I want to avoid that spot if I can help it. So I had a couple of options. That was one. I was going to build 3 and then
Yeah.
1 come out there. That's
Yeah.
what I was going to do. Obviously not now. The other option I was considering was to take the long way from 5 to 4. I still may end up doing that. Because that would get me 4. Then I only need 3 builds, which I would connect it next turn. So that would go 1, 2, but it doesn't help me because the black, that red would be a 1, 2, 3. The black or the red would be a 5. But it's only a 1 thing delivery. Although it would be a second coming in, and that's actually somewhat tempting. So I was thinking about building 3 there and then 1 there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that hurt. I'm trying to get out of my head to be able to figure out some other option. I mean, there's that. There's coming around this. That is just no, just no. Which means the red and blues are held hostage from me. Oh, well, there is that. Okay, so I think four, 6,
9.
9. Nine and 3 is 12. I need $3 left out, so I can afford to do $3 more.
Sounds right.
You know what? I'll give myself some flexibility. There. 9 and that's 12, right?
I think that's right.
That actually works. Because I can do a couple different things then with that depending on where next turn goes. Done.
Okay.
I realize it doesn't help me right now, but it will. So I have confidence. All right. So we, let's see. That's done. And that's done. All right. Blue. Look, everybody's at 3.
I'm at 3, yep. 1, 2, 3 for me.
Red.
One, 2, 3. One for Martin, 2 for me.
Killing me.
Thank you
Smalls.
kindly.
1, 2. You gotta really stop helping him, Martin.
He doesn't need my help.
1, 2, 3.
So
again.
stop doing it.
It's not going to stop anytime soon. 1, 2, 3.
2 and 1. Gross. 1, 2. All right. So income and expenses. So I'm pretty sure blue's in black now. So 3.
Did you only... Oh, you took two twos.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So 9 and 3 is 12. Martin makes $2.
Oh, gross.
Profit.
Profit.
12, 9. I owe $3. And Ken 8, 3, 11. You owe $2.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been profitable this early in a game of Age of Steam before.
Income reduction 1, 2. So at least there's that. Roll the bones. Just roll 6s because I don't want you all to get cubed.
1, 1, 4.
1s
That's those two.
and 4. And a B is not out. There you go. Okay. Next turn, blue. How many shares?
That's going to be interesting. So what's my plan now?
Hey, Adam. Oh, that's cool. That's a 3,513 state road trip with the family. That is a proper road trip right there. Good Lord. And he was up here. Yeah, it's been stupid hot here. Hey, Corey.
Those two reds are pretty
Not-
tedious
not
for
now.
me.
It's nice. It's really got
Nah,
away
not
from
bad
that.
out there right now.
95 plus was painful.
Not my idea of fun summer.
No.
So those two reds are not very good for me because they're just 1-pointers, and 4-pointers for Ken. Of course, they may be worth sniping off Ken, but that's a whole other question mark. The blacks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not going to reach those without a loco. But of course, with a loco and passing a go, it might, because no one else is going to get that blacks all that distance. Well, Ken, of course, will swipe in here. Then he'll be able to do 1, 2, 3. But he's going to have to pay to get me and/or Edward.
Oh, it's probably not going to be you. Let's be
He
clear.
probably won't pay me. He might pay Edward, but that would be. He's still doing
But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
I'm
so
not
he's
getting there
gonna,
this turn either, right?
You know, he's going to hit a lot loco. So aiming to shift the blacks with a loco move, assuming I get loco, might be an interesting option. Of course, I'd have to get loco in order to make that happen. Anything else I could do about them? So the reds are out of action. Meanwhile, over here, we have black, red, and 2 yellows. So Edward's also going to look to grab those. And he's closer to being able to make a connection than I am. I'm quite a good way away. I would need engineer to make a connection this go. And then that's not terribly
It's a
attractive.
2.
That's a 1, 2, 3 for the yellows.
3.
He
You're
would
right.
have 1, 2, and he would need 3. So we'd be scrapping over those yellows 3 apiece.
Not what I'm interested in are those yellows.
Right. Yeah, because Edward could then go 1, 2. Well, actually, I don't know where he goes then. He's certainly the red is all tied up, so the red's not going to be super
it?
attractive. Oh, of course he's got there. Yes, of course. I keep forgetting about that one down there. It's because it's all those cubes on it, completely obscures the colour. You can't see what's there. So yeah, 1, 2,
Probably
3,
there.
4, 5. Yeah.
Probably there for 4, right?
Oh, with the yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get there this turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would be where his head is probably at. Which means these cubes, not super nice, but it's good to have access to cubes. So many possibilities. So I've got a lot of possibles, but nothing that's really leaping out at me. I'm going to need a good... So a locomotive could be good. Urbanization I don't think is attractive to me. I'm still happy, I think, sitting on this blue. Edward's got to go. He's the only one with blue cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got a long way before he can start using those blue cubes. So
I messed up again. Yeah, I did, buddy.
not taking the blue now is probably a good move. First build could be handy depending on what I want to do. Engineer could be handy depending on what I want to do. Locomotive would definitely be nice. Even production might not be that bad because I could drop some production somewhere interesting. I've got a lot of potential options there. Although unfortunately the expansion cities haven't produced yet, the two of them, which is a shame because it means you can't put anything on there. So since I don't really know what I'm doing, probably winning the auction is less of an issue. So in which case I think I want to have enough money so that I have options for building. So thinking about
Are you at
build,
6 right now, Martin?
Yeah. No, I got 7 cash. Oh. So I'm going to need 442. I probably need about 10 to make sure I'm happy. So maybe 1. Take a punt on just 1 and see how we go. I'm not profitable, but I am. If I go for 10, 13, I'm not very far away, so I should be able to move something this go. Well, of course, if I come last, it might be tricky because of the lack of cubes. Lack of cubes is a growing problem, after all.
Not really.
But no, I'm going to take 1.
Ken?
That's my logic.
4 or 5?
Unfortunately, I have to take 2. I don't think I can get away with fewer than 2. So.
And do Peanut Gallery, let me know if me blabbing through all of that is interesting or not, because I find it fun, but I don't know whether everybody else does.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, yeah, because I'm giving away my thinking. You can go, oh, he hasn't thought of that.
So far, it hasn't helped me. Perhaps it's helped you.
So I need 3 turns to do everything I need to do. I've already established what I'm doing the rest of the game.
You got 5, so you're all set.
Exactly. No, but I don't know the order in which to do them is the problem.
Yeah.
I think this turn I have to do that. So if I'm doing that, make sure, because math. Okay. Come on. Oh, hold on. I can. 2 shares.
Okay.
Found a way to do it with 2 shares instead of 3.
All right.
All right, so the auction. Martin, you're up. Have a good one, Gooserino.
Well, I'm going to let everybody else have the fun.
Hi.
Well, you only have $10, so you can wave at me all you want. I guess I bid 1.
Yeah, there are 2 things that I want, so I'm okay with that. Pay your 1.
It's the weirdest auctions ever.
I don't think we've ever bid so low.
Well, and I really could have taken 1 fewer shares that time. I thought for sure this was going to be the round when the auction jumped up.
I kind of anticipated y'all to go after it. I knew I wasn't, obviously, right? So,
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want? Big Diamond Jim Brady over there.
Yeah, I'll take Loco.
So I'm debating between two. I'm debating between production and first build. And I think we go ahead and take first build this turn. Plus, to be honest with you,
You're kind of encouraging Martin to urbanize.
yeah, there's that. And even though I go before him, I know where I'm building already.
Sure.
So,
He's not capitalized particularly well to do engineer.
right.
So,
Exactly. So either he does a production, which I'm fine with, or he urbanizes.
yeah.
Because I don't think he takes engineer, but I could be wrong. But yeah, kind of forcing his hand a little bit into something. Maybe it might not be what I want, but it's something that he might not want.
Right. Well, of course, he's going to urbanize on a turn where he builds last.
Which he is here, right?
Yeah. It's not ideal for me or you.
But I've kind of written off blue, and I've made plans around the blues.
Must be nice.
Must be.
I mean, there's these. Y'all are welcome to take them for a ride on the reading.
Great.
I mean, they're there for the taking. I damn sure ain't moving them until the urbanization happens.
Yeah. Interesting question. Can I punch away with an engineer at this point? It would be tight, but not impossible. I can certainly see where I might go with that.
If that route's available to you when you build.
There is that.
Well, it's not the only route in the world.
True.
I've got other possibilities, other potential fish to fry.
It's an interesting map for it being symmetric like this.
Interesting.
But it's
Interesting
not.
is one word for it.
It's difficult.
I think I'd rather do
I feel like
engineering
I've been-
now and production later, and I still don't
right.
want to do
All right.
urbanization.
So Loco is done.
Thank you.
Oh, that was in.
It was.
All
It was
right,
a
you're
good
up.
shot.
Go ahead.
So I don't know why I wouldn't take the cheap route here.
Oh, check that. I built first. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Knock yourself out.
I apologize. Spend a 9.
Okay.
Just put them in the wrong spot. There we go. 2. 5. 9er.
That looks like 9.
Done. Now it's your honor. I
You
apologize.
want
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Your
Thank you.
ownership discs.
It's an extra point.
Yeah, again, don't know why I wouldn't do this as cheaply as possible.
Nope.
3, 5,
14.
7.
Okay. You want an ownership disc on that.
I sure do. Thank you.
So, as expected, Edward goes there.
I did consider, but when I took, just while you're thinking here,
Yeah.
I made the decision to not go there and then connect it there. It would have been one extra stop for the black and for the red, but I didn't think it was worth the extra outset of taking another share because I have plans on what to do with the other share, and it's not that. So I made the decision that I was going to come there when I decided on the shares. So just to put things in context.
Makes sense.
Well, I was certainly attracted by that direction,
Yeah.
although I realised it was likely to be blocked.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, straight up to black is not so bad either, though, right?
Straight up to black in there becomes a bit more attractive. The thing I've never liked about it is that
Yep.
it would make that black cube pretty useless.
Well, it's not going to be there for you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, that's true. You're going to be interested in taking it anyway. Going straight 2, 6, that's 8, 9, 10 would get me through here. That would give me 3 points on the yellows. Which isn't super attractive, but certainly better than a kick in the teeth with a sharp stick. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6-point red if I was lucky enough to get there, which is unlikely. Yeah, maybe straight up to black, or take the extra stop. There's blues coming up in 5, but unfortunately for my plan to go over here, even if I went directly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And guess what? The loco only goes up to 6. However, I do have the awesome power of the final urbanization. So
You
plop it there.
Which would be a 5.
And that would be a 5, which would be attractive to me. Unfortunately, also quite attractive to Edward, who was also able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not 5, but still 4.
He could go 5 if he pays me 2.
Oh, no. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4,
6 if you pay me
6
2.
if I pay you 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
Or 5. If
I'm
pay
thinking about
1.
those two, because those are the
but yeah, and
ones you're
those as
guaranteed
well,
to
right.
get. So that's my urbanization. Of course, I can plop that blue anywhere, which could be interesting.
Could also
So
put it
that's-
over here.
I could, but of course that would not help me, and would be very nice for you, because then you could go around. At least do a 1, 2, 3 and in, but or even go and prepare. You might even be prepared to pay me 1 in order to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, whatever. So yeah, I think straight up is the best thing I can immediately see to do, because I
$10
definitely want to be there. So yep, I think that is it. $10. Oh no, not well. Straight up through the city. So that's
4, 3, and 3.
Yep.
All right. We are done building.
I thought I had 11, so in which case I should only have 1 left having paid
I'm pretty
10.
sure you had 12.
Oh,
we asked.
okay.
I asked you if you had 6, and you said you had 7.
Okay.
You took 1 share. So you had,
Okay, I'll
yep.
take that. I'll
You're
take that.
Around
Peanut
the
gallery
horn.
will tell me if I've got it wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And Martin, check that. That's me. Yeah. I need to be careful here. So if I take the yellow for 3, 1, 2, I assume Martin's going to do the same.
Yellow for 3. Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've miscalculated this.
You can get that black back for 3, though, right?
There is that, yeah, taking it back that way. Yeah. I think I have to because I calculated for 6, not loco in 4.
Yeah.
So I will. 1, 2, 3. And Martin? He could loco though, but I don't know if he has a 4. I haven't looked.
I do have a 4.
1, 2. Oh, you do.
3,
Yeah.
4.
So that's
With that blue. Would somebody else want to steal it off me? Not terribly likely.
unlikely that I will.
Yeah, I don't see Edward getting it anywhere. Ken might, but he would have to pay me or Edward 1 to grab it.
And it wouldn't be you.
No. Of that I am more confident of than him grabbing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could take it.
And that would actually I mean, I actually anticipate that's what he would do. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, he's got his other red, of course, but
He does, but why use it?
well, because I would.
Martin can take it for
I would
one.
then take it back for one just to be annoying on it. And that's not impossible that I would take
Yeah.
that for one, in fact, if he
Exactly.
did that to me.
Exactly.
Just pointing it out.
I have played all of that through.
I bet you have. But then if I take the 3 now, then yellow, then I've got that. That blue's probably not going to move. Because Ken then wouldn't really be interested in taking it, because I'm not going to take it.
Because you can't go
Because
for
I can't go 4.
Right.
And in which case it remains to be fought over in the future, and I only lose $1 by taking the yellow that otherwise is going to go and not be worth anything to me. So yeah, I think I take the yellow. 1, 2, 3.
One, 2, 3. All right. Ken.
Yeah, it
Take
doesn't
the
make
blue.
sense. It doesn't make sense not to. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And I will do exactly that. So we will go 1, 2, 3. Martin.
So, what have I got? I've got some small ones. I could, for instance, do 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because I'm only from 3. So I could do 1, 2, 3, paying 1 to Ken. Which,
You could pay 1 to Ken and 2 to me.
I certainly, that would be legal, I guess.
Just saying. Good.
A 2 black.
There's this 2 black. Yeah, I could do. So there's some 2s I've got. Or do I pop myself up to 5?
4.
Up to 4, which then sets me up for next go. I think I like popping me up to 4. Setting me up for next. Well, let me do the math. I've got 16.
No, hold on. You're at 15. If you go there, going up to 4, like you're saying, you'll be at 14. You're
16. I'll still
you
be
get
in profit.
$1.
Yep.
I'll still be in profit. Yep, I'll go up to 16 then.
Okay. Done?
Sorry, up to 4. Sorry, yep.
I got you. I knew what
You knew what I was trying to do. I was just totally failing to do it.
We're good. Trust me, I know. All right, so what do we got? I got 11 and 3 is 14, 15. That's $1 profit. Right? Really? Yeah, because they didn't. Right? Yeah, it is. Wow. Blue, you're at 10, 14, $1 for blue.
What? Oh yeah.
And red is 14, 17, 3 to the good. Back 2. Back 2. Go and roll them bones. Let's go some 1s and 6s.
1, 3, 4.
Okay, 3 and 4. A is out. A. Nothing in 1. 3 goes there. And 4 goes there. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Beep. Red, how many shares?
Am I officially red?
You are.
That is certainly orange, but okay.
Whatever. The rust color.
Yeah.
I've been calling it red all night. It
turns-
is orange, you're right.
Turns out that 2 of my next 4 turns must be engineer.
Hi, Daddy Warbucks.
So. Ugh. 1 share, I guess.
Yellow. Okay. 2. Which gives me 12. Have a good one, Drew.
So, what's Edward up to? What do I? He's made all his plans, so he really knows where he's going. What am I trying to do at this point? I'm in a lot of places. Am I in enough?
That's how. What actions are available based on player color.
That's good. 1, 2.
So if you have a marker there, that's what you can take.
As is always the case with Age of Steam, like, that's a rule that when you read it, you think, okay, that's something I'll have to work around. But it turns out that it actually
Oh, you really gotta.
it drives the game
Yep.
completely and makes it totally different than any other map. So
And that's why Age of Steam is the best game system in existence. Because a stupid little tweak.
Yep. One silly little tweak can make so much difference.
You have an admirer.
I think I take 1 share.
Okay. Yep. All right. So the auction begins. Red.
still red, huh?
Orange. Ken, you're up. That color.
I will bid 2.
I like rust.
I'll bid 2.
I'll bid 3.
Oh,
However, it is my turn.
Oh, sorry.
In which
got
to go.
interested.
In which case I won't bid 3.
Do I want to bid 3?
Good question.
Because I know what you want.
You do? Mm-hmm. Do you think you'll tell me?
Oh,
well, here's the thing. I know you don't want urbanization.
nor does he want engineer.
I've solved that part of the equation.
That is true.
Yeah, engineer might be. Although I suppose this is one of those points where, if you really wanted to only build 3-track,
I can't take
you
engineer.
could you could take
I know.
it.
That's
You just
why I said
force yourself it. He can't take it.
I don't have any.
He does not have a marker
engineer.
in which to be able to take engineer.
I'm unengineerable.
Ooh, sorry. Right.
It is you two who have to take engineer at some point between now and the end of the game.
So I could do production.
Hmm.
Martin's going to loco.
Worked great for me on turn 1.
Martin's going to loco if he wins.
Yeah.
No, if he finishes ahead of me. So if I were to go 3, you go 4. You're hurting yourself on your builds. If I were to go 5, I'm just working my way through this. If I were to go 5, I still can get away with that, actually. Three.
4.
How much money do you guys have?
Not
12, 8, and you have 15.
You guys are jerks. $5, I guess.
Cool. I just wanted to bid you all up, so I pay nothing. That'll work. So,
Well, I pay my 4.
yep. So I assume this is going to go there. Am I correct?
Yep. Loco was what I wanted.
Well, now I only have $10.
Well, okay, that was the plan.
Yeah. So I guess
He's going to loco.
So I guess I'll take first build.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I needed to be ahead of Edward. And Edward knew that, which is why he bid up.
So would you prefer engineer or production?
Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting rub right here. Because I have the money to be able to do engineer. So it sets me back one turn, unfortunately. But I need to do it anyway, so I might as well. But it also, the other thing that I think is being overlooked in this is the gamemanship of what, like, do I want to leave engineer
Yeah.
to put the pressure on you
Oh, yeah.
to where
No,
you
it's-
can't.
Absolutely terrible.
Right.
I'm not loving it at all. Yeah.
So do I go production and then put the screws to Ken a little bit and make him worry about when am I going to take engineer? And he knows I'm going to want to. I'm not, because I think that, yeah, no.
It's mine when I want it, or don't want it, as the case may be.
Or say urbanization. All right, so here you go. Here's your first.
Yay.
That's done. Loco is done. All right, go.
Well, I think if I want some deliveries this round, I had better build here.
Mark it, too. Just because that's going to be its own build.
Yep. And I have $4 big remaining. This will give me some options, so I'll do this.
Mr. Fowler?
I don't need to build much for what I'm thinking of doing. And the question is, do I want to plop a little build in now to sort of move me out for move out some possibilities for later?
Mark's answer is how I interpret it as well. If you have if you don't have actions available,
Right.
like you're blocked out, guess
Yeah.
what you're not taking this turn? Anything special.
Ooh, interesting. That's interesting.
Sorry, what was I?
If everything you want to do is blocked. So for instance, if Ken goes third, you pick that and I
Right.
pick that, for instance. Well,
Right.
he doesn't get a special action this time.
Hasn't played out that way.
It has not, but
But
theoretically
Yes,
could.
that's interesting. Yes, that I imagine that would be the case. Yes. Anyway, back to the do I build something or not? I'm not super excited about building something, but I think I'm going to. I think I need a bit of an escape hatch.
Oh, go yourself.
I didn't expect that. It's excellent.
Damn it. Right around.
Didn't want to get blocked in that position because that was
Nope.
about the last way out of the central cluster.
Well, you can still do it for a much more expensive price, right? Or does it cost you a 6 to turn a 6 into a 7? How does it screw you up?
Are we frozen on the screen there?
No,
Oh, it's just
paused.
It just always does that. Okay.
4, 7, 9. 4, 7, 9, 11. I guess it still works out. It cost me an extra build. All right, well,
It was
screw
worth
you.
it for the reaction.
$11. 2. 6. 9. 11.
Unfriendly.
It would have just gone there had he
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Martin, I guess there is. You can do
He can redirect.
I can redirect.
Well, no, he can't redirect, but he can add a.
this guy.
Yes.
Right. Whoop.
That, yes. Yeah, we'll just.
Well, I can. We'll
leave that there.
Just
I
in
can
case.
redirect and
You
I
cannot
can track.
redirect. Oh, yours you
Mine I
could.
can,
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
also true. Also true.
So
Right,
he
right,
could do. He could do.
or just turn it into a gentle
right
if he
like
wanted.
that.
Yeah.
We'll do
Something like that if he
Yep.
wanted. Right. So.
Yeah, there are possibilities.
Oh, that's my 4 builds done. All right. So, red, orange, rust, whatever. Ken, do.
4, paying 1 to Edward, going that way.
So 1, 2, 3. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, sir. Way to be a team.
You know,
player.
it's
Finally.
it's my pleasure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I wanted the loco.
All on you?
Yep.
Are you sure?
All on me. Yes.
Seems selfish.
I am known for my selfishness.
You facts. So I had a plan. I just can't remember what it was. So I could take that 3 and a 1. Or I go ahead, because I'm only going to get a loco to 4. And I have to have it to 5. Either way, it's going to have to go. Done. Rust.
I think I really need to move my train.
Thank you.
So I think I'll just go ahead and ledge at 20. Take a 2.
Martin?
Well, I'm an 18. That's 11 is 7. Less, if I go 6, I still make profit. So I am locoing up.
Oh my.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tempting though was it to steal that black cube. He's got other options.
Oh, I was gonna. We were gonna fight. We were. That would have gotten ugly. I knew it was a risk, but all right. So income. So Martin, go with you. Since 17, 18, you get a buck.
Profit.
13, 17, I get a
Feels
buck.
good, even though it's the third turn in a row. Oh, profit.
And $5. Yep.
None of us have gone bust yet.
Nope. Looks like we're not actually going to
2.
go bankrupt this time.
Ooh, famous last words.
roll
Mind
the
you, it's
bones.
tricky at this point, I guess.
I mean, could happen.
2
3.
and 3 and A. So 2 and 3.
Yep.
Done. And whoop. All right, red. How many shares? Because I know you got engineer coming up twice. Now you do remember it's
Right.
up to the amount of money you have in front of you.
I don't-
You must.
But it
right.
sure would be nice to be able to afford a 4-track build. God, I hate it. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not going to win, but I'm going to succeed in my goal at least. If it's not going to be to win.
I'm totally disgusted, but I have to take 2 shares. I don't think there's any way around it.
Martin? Dan, second hand only. This is far, far, far out of print.
Well, it's... it
might be available
James is doing all the Ted Elspach maps.
There you
right?
go. All right, there might be print and plays available.
I seem to remember he gave permission for the
He did.
Elspach one,
Yeah.
so as a result, there's a good chance that James is doing it, or has already done it, I don't know. I don't feel in a rush, but I feel maybe I take 1.
Yeah, actually, James actually already did a redraw
Go
of
for it.
this.
You can bump
That's
yourself
print
up
and play.
there.
That's available. What did you do? Sorry.
1. And can move me up.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to peg it out.
Okie doke.
Ooh. Big spender.
Shares or auction begins with Ken.
I'll go 3.
Interesting. How much does a redirect cost?
$3.
Interesting.
Check that. $2.
Ah, $2. I was hoping.
So you're talking about redirecting, turning that from a straight to a gentle? It's $2.
Yeah, so I was hoping it would be $2. Yeah, I'll go 4.
So my question here is, okay, so looking at Martin, first build, 3 builds. So urbanization or production. 3 builds, there's no way you can get down here. You could theoretically come 1, 2, 3, and then I have to pay, then I avoid that.
But
I
he's
don't,
only got $6.
okay, thank you. So you can't get in my way. So I don't need to worry about first build. Then I can go last, nobody can take Loco. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh.
Current bid's what?
It's 4. I pass.
And pay your 4. Or pay your 3. Martin pays his 4.
Yep.
That is glory to Rome. That's a very annoying bid, Martin.
Oh, I didn't realize I was being so annoying.
I highly doubt that.
At some point, the accent stops working. I'm just saying. All right, what do you want, Martin?
Is it time?
Well, interestingly, I wasn't
For the magic urbanization?
worried about the...
I don't-
certainly not time for the urbanisation, sunshine. I wasn't trying to win for this position. I was trying to win for first cube move. Well, not necessarily first cube move.
Absolutely aware what you're. I know that.
Oh, okay.
That's also what I was trying to win.
Oh, for this guy. Okay,
For
yeah.
any number of cubes, actually. There are lots of good options out there. So
So now, which option do I take? Well, it is interesting. I could take first build, and that would really put Ken in it, wouldn't it? Because that would force him to engineer, which I'm sure he's not excited about. And it
That's
would-
actually kind of funny.
no, I'm fine. I have exactly enough money to do the build that I need to do.
Okay.
So. Not to spoil anything, but I did count. Otherwise, I would have just bid 5 like an idiot.
First build might be worth waiting for till later, though. Maybe handy to grab the first build at some later point.
Joey bought a home run in 5
when
straight
we're-
games.
So I'm not, because it's obvious what I'm going to do, and it's unlikely anyone's going to stop me doing what I want to do. And if I don't do what I want to do, then it's not going to make any difference, because anything that would stop me doing what I wanted to do would make that whole track just let go. So it doesn't really make any difference. I don't think I care about building first. So would production be a good thing at this point? Well, there's enough open gaps opened up. 5 is still unopened, which is unfortunate, because I was kind of hoping for a bit of action from 5. But 1 is still there, and only Ken and I are into 1, so that's not a bad place to put things. So maybe I'll go production.
I guess I was kind of pulling for that. I'm going to take engineer.
Mid with locos.
Get you guys with your fancy 5 and 6 deliveries.
Yep.
Build it up, Martin.
All right, so loco is done. Production won't, and engineer in a moment.
Haven't you got your fancy vacuum thing?
It's over in front of
I've
Ken.
got it here.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure this is 12. If I miscounted, then that's a glory to Rome to myself. But I think it's 12 to go. 4, 7, 10, 12, right?
4, 7,
10,
10,
12.
12. Correct. Yeah, you're good. You're
All
good.
right.
You're golden.
So I just need a bow and arrow.
You got it in front of you.
I do?
You got them all in front of you.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
If only you had the little two.
4, 7? Isn't that a
4.
complex crossing? Oh,
Simple to complex, yeah.
crossing. Simple
Yeah.
to complex, of
Yeah.
course, yes. Sorry.
And one
All
more
right.
marker there.
There we are.
And I'm pretty sure mine's 8, 3, 6, 8. Like I said, I'm not going to win, but
3.
I'm pretty happy
6,
about being able
8.
to
That looks pretty good.
get my loop done.
Well, that's going to be much better use of those blacks than the other direction, eh?
You think? All right. We are done building. Engineer, done. All right. Deliver rust color. I'm sorry, blue.
Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well done.
I didn't
was
see
the
that. I did not see that.
That was the delivery I wanted to make sure I beat you on the auction for.
Yeah, glory to Rome.
You know you had another. You have another 6, right?
But why wouldn't he take the one that hurts me? You know.
I actually didn't realise I had another 6. Now you've told. Oh, the black
I
one
mean,
a 6. I thought it was a 5.
Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, it stops here.
It's a 4.
Oh, I missed that. So
Right.
less useful for you.
Yeah. I do have another 6, but it won't give me 6. But
Yeah,
that's okay.
still as good as it's going to get from me. So I will take this for a 4.
Sure, you work.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Checks out. Thank you. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pretty.
I enjoyed it. Like I said, I might not win because of that, but you know what? I'm happy with my loops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 of which goes to Edward, 5 of which goes to me.
1 and 5 is the 27. Okay.
That's why I wanted
I mean,
to get
I
a
like
local last
passive
time.
income. Don't get me wrong. Ken?
Yeah. Got some 3s that are
3s.
not very exciting.
We cannot know about 3s.
By the way,
with the French map.
There are more towns used in this game than I think any other that I've ever seen.
So I think this is the right one to take. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Because nobody's doing anything with those blues right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, Martin does the big unveil on his.
There we go. All right. So income and expenses. So red at 25, 13 and 4, 17, 8.
I'll take it.
Blue 12, 18, 18 and 27 is 9.
I'll take that.
15 and 5 and 27 is 7. Hey. So 7 and 3 is 10. All right, income back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back 4 to 23. All right, production. Blue. Go ahead and draw 2. If you would, just throw them out there. What's up, Felix? All right.
Red and the black.
I vote 6 for the black.
I don't think that's where he's going to put it, but
Well, I
don't
didn't
think that's
say
I'm
that.
going to put it either. Oh, the red goes here, I think.
Oh, do you get to put them straight out
Oh,
in
no,
this version?
of course I don't. So, yeah,
You have to-
5. I can't put it at 5.
One looks good.
One does look, well, one looks good for the black, I think. So, yeah, it goes on there. Yeah, 5 would be just nice for that red. But sadly, it ain't going there.
I'd like you to put the red on A. That way it delivers here.
But you're nowhere near A. You would have to spend 2 to get.
No,
to
it's
A.
not. You guys just would have to deliver it here eventually and have to
You
pay
guys.
me. Not me. How's that? Okay.
Probably Martin.
I mean, it's a 5 for Martin. Well, it's 4, really, I guess, and 1 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Yep.
Oh, you can't put it on 5, which would obviously be
Correct.
the
Yes,
easy
that's where I'd
choice.
legally like to put it. I want to get that red.
Like I said,
distance.
might not
It's
win,
interesting.
but I'm happy I got my loop.
So,
Yep.
I'm good.
I hear that. I have nothing resembling a loop, sadly.
No, neither do I.
But
I mean, actually, probably it's best to put it on 6. So,
okay.
because that will at
Gross.
least allow me to move it for a bit to A.
Roll them bones and roll a 5, will ya? Sheesh. Seriously.
No thanks.
All right.
2,
2,
3.
3, and 6. And nothing.
A is empty.
So
Yep.
2, 3, and 6.
Actually, 6 was silly, but oh well.
There we go.
Well, no, C was taken as well. So, yeah, my options were limited with 5 and C
All right.
both dead.
Done. Penultimate turn. Blue, how many
Yeah.
shares?
Well, looks like I'm going to be taking first build this go. But not if either one of you two stop me. That would force me to take urbanisation.
You would,
of
in
course.
fact, force him.
Ooh.
I would be forced into an urbanisation. That would be intriguing.
Ooh, you'd probably better. I would recommend 3 shares just to prevent anything bad from happening.
No, I'm not going to take a share.
Red.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Felix. A lot of people have been saying the Oath playthrough they really enjoyed.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
awesome.
So get ready for the campaign late August.
I enjoyed playing it.
did too.
I've enjoyed all my playthroughs so far, and I
Same.
feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Same.
Yeah.
Do you want to make use of the engineer or not? And do you want to outbid him for forcing
Well,
him
that's
to
really the
urbanize?
question, right?
There you go.
I have to take one. I'll take one. That's that.
I like to take no shares. Blue. Auction.
You don't have any money.
I have
You
11.
You have 11, sorry. I was looking over there. And
No worries.
hiding
Yep,
it
fair
behind your pieces. Do I want to toss something in to see what happens? Just sort of throw a little pigeon amongst the cats. What would you throw amongst cats? A dog, I guess. Or a coyote. Or a coyote against the cat.
Or a really clever mouse, as Tom and Jerry. Which,
Yeah, let's put in 2 just to see what happens.
sir?
Two.
Interesting.
The tricky thing is here, I don't know what Martin's willing to go to.
You could ask him. He's right there.
Martin, how high are you willing to go?
76.
I guarantee you no more than 7.
No more than 7 because he doesn't want to lose his...
Well, it would be a total of 9.
Thank you, Corey. Corey
said.
says he would have made the same decision to elect to take no more shares. 15's enough. I agree.
I just feel like maybe I would be bidding my life away. Ugh. May I pass?
3.
You're welcome.
First build?
I mean, because the productions, we made the joke before the stream started, you know, round 8 production is not ideal.
But is it worth foregoing it to get Martin to urbanize this turn? Seeing all those blue cubes on the board.
See, I'm not the competition, so I think he'll probably, the problem is he goes after me, so I don't know that it's helpful for me.
I hear that.
I mean, if he puts it there, or there, it literally, why wouldn't he? He's in the lead, so no, I'm not gonna.
Boo.
Well, hold on. But then why did I bid?
Correct.
Because I'm an idiot.
I assumed
Never discount the obvious.
I assumed you were bidding to beat him out for...
I did too,
First
but
build.
the question is, does production help me more? Because I can build to it theoretically next turn.
Right.
But not really. I mean, okay, let's just think this through. If I'm Martin, I put it there and I build right there and no one's getting to it. Nope, I'm just an idiot and wasted $3. Done. Production. Final answer. Martin's going to do that then, and you're going to do that.
All correct, I guess.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, right, for me, because there's just, or maybe he goes there, and I guess theoretically I could build off of that, but to put the blue, I guess I could force his hand, but the thing is, if I do production, I think that would be the odds of the, oh
well.
Yeah, let it lie. All right, so that is me. Check that. That is Martin, first build.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is go straight out of there. And what to do with my redirected track? Just go straight, I guess. That would be 6, which is all I can afford. But it's okay, because I'm not worrying for track at this point. At least means I'll be able to link him up next go if a diddly squat amount of points they'll give me.
All right, so my builds, I don't have anything.
There are very few places from which you can build.
True.
So you have to build out of a city, right?
Right.
I want to
So-
use the bathroom.
There and there? Are those the only two?
It's the only ones I see.
So that allows, so Martin's got that locked up. He can do that. I have 8. I could just build there and there. And then finish it there, there, and there next turn.
You could.
It is kind of funny.
I would not enjoy that choice. But you're right, you could do it. I guess I'd just hold this money because I can't legally build.
Right.
So.
No, you can. You can.
I can?
Yeah, because you.
I think a build has to start in a has to start in a city. Can't start in a town.
Oh, you could branch off of this.
I can?
Yeah, sure.
A build can start in a town?
Yeah. Right.
I think it has to start in a city.
Wrong?
I might be wrong about that, but didn't we just read that rule?
There.
It doesn't come up very much.
Does not. Right here. Third paragraph. Second and third paragraph of building track. Got it. All right. But what I am going to do, even though that would be funny, is
Watching against me.
4, 7, and that will be
10.
eh.
I mean,
Well, if that's the case, then back up. That's 4. And give
then
me the
bow and arrow.
No. It'll be a 3-sided one on a town one. It's in the town stack.
Oh, sure. Right.
Nope,
Like
all
thi-
3 on one side, or 3 side. That
Like
one.
this guy.
There
Yep.
you go. So that's 7.
All right, that can come off now, I
Yes.
suppose.
Now, what we were saying, Martin, was it'd be funny if I built there and there, because then he couldn't build theoretically. Or can he start? He can branch out from a town, right?
Yeah.
He has to have a route back to a city, though,
Back to a city
on his own track.
which you then wouldn't have a route back to a city.
You've got to be able to trace a route on your own track to a city.
So
Mark
I
is
left you
confirming
that.
this.
Yep.
I guess I could build track out of here, but it would be purely speculative.
Where? Out of where? Yeah, and then like lollipop it, or
no,
do something else.
Yeah, I think because I'm required to build.
Oh, you got to spend all your money
For
if you
track,
can. You have to
right?
build 4 track. That is a fact, because you engineered.
Yep.
Correct.
So I do think it's probably.
So you have no. It's going to be a road to no. Well, no. You theoretically could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come into that, for instance.
If I really wanted to guarantee that Martin would not make that the city, yes, I would build it that way.
Well, no. I'm saying, and then next turn you finish it, because that way it's completed.
Oh, because I
track.
could finish it into.
If there is another one of those pieces.
I think there is. There's got to be at least 2, right?
I think so, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a second. So
Yeah. So I suppose I could
thank
do that.
you, Mark. So I could have. Just remember that, Ken. I could have.
Okay, noted.
No, I'm serious. Like, just saying, I could have.
So
Nuke boy.
4.
Because it's points at the end of the game, right?
7.
And that'll be the last. Nope. We have one. That one. We have.
Yep. 9
And 12 for a cross.
and 12 for a cross. Yep.
No, might as well. Right there. And nope. Check that. There
we go.
and 1 there.
Right.
All right, we're done building. So I'm up. I'm at 5. I had it, and I got to remember where it went. Give me a second. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have that 5 locked. That, however, is 1, 2, 3. That's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4. So I think I take this, that black, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That looks good.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if I go the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 4 either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and I still have a 5 available to me. All right, good. Martin.
Do this one again. 1 to Edward, 5 for me.
Ugh.
1 for me, you said?
Yeah,
And
1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, and you said 5 for
Five
you?
for me, yep.
Okay, 28. All right, so they're correcting me. I technically can't have started it there.
Oh,
Fine.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
I will have built that. Leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah,
So that I
Yeah.
built instead, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
save time. But
Yeah.
fair point. Thank
Good
you.
point,
Fair
yes.
point. Exactly. Tears. So appreciate that.
Trace back to a city, yeah.
Correct.
We had that same conversation.
Right. So there you go. And Ken.
Lots of bad options. Not many good options. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And this yellow will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 5.
And Martin. Yeah, exactly. I could have built that. I was worried that somebody could build out of there, but they couldn't, so it's moot. It's Cow's opinion. It's little friends humor. Just saying.
Super effective there.
Didn't expect this map to be as good as it is. I can say that.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm so angry about my first build. The very first build. Yeah, if y'all are enjoying it, don't forget, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Consider
So
supporting
do
the
I
show.
take one of these blues for 3, 1, 2, 3, or do I take one of these reds
As it
for
says.
4 for me and 1 for Edward? Well, I guess in the difference between me and Edward, it doesn't make any difference. I'm getting close to the 30-point wedge. That's a 2-point,
As long as you make it to 32 and not 31,
but I'm okay.
yeah, then it's
Well, that argues against taking a 3,
yes.
and even the 4 becomes. Is it better just to take a 2? Is there a 2 I could take? Yes, well, I could take. Actually,
Give me 1 and yourself 1.
yeah. Well, I could give you 1 and myself 2 by taking, say, the black.
Oh, sure.
Instead
Right,
of-
right.
That might be an option. I'm not going to harm Edward by pushing him up, so there's no
You.
I don't think giving me 4 and Edward 1 is going to be any better than giving myself 3, which is no better than giving myself 2, so I might as well just give myself 2. And it does require giving Ken 1, but I think I can live with that. Unfortunate.
I think you're just competing with yourself at this point, Mark.
I think so.
Yeah, so actually, no. Yes, 1 to Ken and then 2, 3. I
Yep.
could have gone that way and given myself 3, but
Yep.
I want to give myself
And
2. That's
Ken?
the whole point.
3 more. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Income and expenses. So yellow, 15, 20, 13 bucks. We'll do blue. Blue is 12, 18, 30, 12 bucks. And rust is 14, 18, 10 bucks.
All right.
Back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. No? 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Details.
Details.
Production. Don't mind if I do. This is non-trivial.
I just wish it was going somewhere that it's not going.
Just not blue. So think of colors I do want. I would like yellow. I would like red. I would like black. Okay.
Get a load of red.
Okay. Can't put it on 5. Stop looking at that.
Why not? Oh, right.
Yes, the fact that I was basing my strategy to some extent upon the blues coming out of 5 and C has not worked out terribly well when it comes to the die rolling.
Well, I'm sorry. I could give you that little moment of pain, Martin. In what has otherwise been,
which therefore
a
means
bit of a-
C
a
is
bit of a
also
cakewalk.
blocked to
Yeah.
me as well.
Yes.
So
I
both
had that
5
problem
and
last
C would be
time.
good for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to put things on 5 and C last time myself.
I like A. I feel good about A as a choice.
I hear you. I'm leaning towards 4, but the
Say
thing
the word,
is,
like A.
4 already has a red.
3.
3 could happen. 1, 2. I mean, it's only a 3. Well, wait. It's a 1, 2. That's a 3 delivery for me too. I think we put them on 4s. I think. What do y'all have for reds for deliveries for that?
3.
1,
3.
2, 3. But the question is, what do y'all have for deliveries if I put them on 6?
I have 4 with giving you 1.
So 5.
Yeah. Plus, you're going to be able to finish that, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so I might as well, yeah, I'll leave them where they're at. That's good. All right, roll. How about a 4 and a 5?
Come on, 1. Come on, 1.
A couple of 5s to do me.
4, 4, 3.
Not a single 5.
So
during
both
the
of those
entire
come
game.
out, and both of these come out to B. Never mind, they do not. Just kidding. That is unlikely to have happened, right?
I
So
don't believe I've seen that happen before.
21 rolls, not a single. That's unlikely.
Unlikely.
Somebody
Not
in
a
the
single
peanut gallery
5,
will
yeah.
give us a calculation any moment
Christopher, make that happen, please. All right, so we're done. Final round. I elect to take no shares. Blue.
now. What have you got there? I'll also elect to take no shares.
No. I'm good.
Okay. The auction. Well, there's literally only one build that I have. Oh, that should go away.
Yes, one of you is taking first build and I'm taking urbanization. That's what's happening.
It literally doesn't matter, does it? Not a true statement.
No, that's not a true statement at all. Although, if you wish it to be a true statement, I'm not going to contradict you.
I will pay 1. I will bid 1. Hey, Sir Hob, E, what's up? So, Martin?
2.
Oh, sadly, I'm pretty sure I want to build after Martin. So I pass.
I'm okay with that, I think. I'll pay my 1. Pay your 2.
I'll pay my 2.
There, there, and there. All right, so I get first build. Oh yeah, I guess it didn't matter. So just for argument's sake, this is just a straight right now. So this is there. That's getting redirected to do this. That's 2.
What are you doing?
5.
That's 5. God. Just getting myself a couple extra points. I need a gentle. A soft curve, please. That's 5. That's 9. Check that. It's another tight curve. And a bow and arrow.
But then you'd need a to be engineer.
Yeah, this also is.
Oh, I can only build 3. Right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Check that.
And this hasn't been converted yet.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So never mind. I'll just build that for 2. So
Well,
never mind.
2 and 3, right? 5.
No, because I've already built this. I paid for that.
Oh, right. So you're spending
$2. That's it.
3.
I've already paid for this. I'm paying.
Oh,
so I just have to pay that.
I see. Got it.
So
Okay.
that's it. My bad. Never mind. I forgot. I can't. I only have 3 builds. So
So ultimately, it's just like that, right?
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Done. Whee. 2.17 percent chance of 0 5s in 21 rolls. Thank you, Christopher.
All right. 1 out of every 50 times we play.
Hey, Jonathan. Yeah.
So, I can't connect them up. I get a 1, 2, 3 on the red. Jesus, yep, might as well connect them up. Okay, so that's a...
Well, you have 11, right? 3, 7. Yeah, you might as well. No, you might as well do this. There. There.
Oh, very... Yes, give myself the extra track build, yes. Good point. The map makers will find that fun in future.
Well, I'm sure there was like granite right there. and
Yeah,
they just
something
went
like
around
that,
it.
yeah.
All right.
And money's
no.
irrelevant, so bye-bye money.
Yeah.
Where will you urbanize, Martin?
Oh, yes, I've
You
got to
must.
urbanize. That's a good question. There's only 1 blue out there. And how interested am I in grabbing it? I get 2 first grabs. How interested anybody else is in grabbing it? Ken likes it. 1, 2, 3. 1.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I didn't want to put it in the way of anybody.
Well, I'm just pissed that it cost me a point. It cost you 2 points.
Well, that helps as well, of course.
That's gross. All right. Ken.
That's absolutely disgusting. Well, it doesn't give me any more options for building, so I guess I'll just finish up what I have here and throw the rest of my money away.
And you have 3 builds, so it's just, yeah, there's 2 of it.
Yep.
So right there is 1.
And that is the other.
Yep. And you have the money to do it, so you're good. There you go, and those come off. All right. There you go. All right, so buildings done move, blue. He's figuring out routes, and so for those scoring at home.
Yes, sorry.
Fortunately, there's only 6 cubes. So, 7, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what is everybody else looking to do. So Edward likes these, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, in there. These. You can't get over to A without spending money. I don't suppose he wants to give Ken money. He certainly doesn't want to give me money.
I assure you, there will not be giving any Martin.
Yeah, I suspected as much. Where else is Edward interested in moving? He can't directly reach these cubes. He would have to pay Ken, because Ken has a complete monopoly on
Hey, Martin,
city number 2.
do you see this gap?
I
You're
do.
gonna win.
Okay.
So move the damn cube.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
That looks about right.
I'm trying to be entertaining here. You know, give you my thought process.
I love it.
Hey, thought process. I'm gonna win. There's no need to twist the knife. Yeah. So we will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 3 for me. 1, 2, 3.
Martin.
I'll take that for 3.
All right. So what cubes are left? These 3 here, right? Mm-hmm. Blue doesn't really interest me. The red potentially will.
Yeah,
So,
give me $1 there.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds good. So 1 for you, 4 for me. And Ken, 2 cubes left on the board, blue and yellow.
That yellow is exciting, isn't it?
1, 2.
Keep in mind my logo's at 4.
Okay, I was gonna say 1, 2. Maybe not ideal, but 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I hear you, but
yeah, I pay 2 to myself. No, 3 to myself, I guess.
So the blue 2 is what you're saying, and it ledges you.
1, 2, 3. No, it is 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue 2.
Done. Okay. All right. Income and expense. We're all making money. We don't
Doesn't
need
matter.
to.
Yep.
So back 4. Back 6. Back 6. There. All right. So nothing else matters. So here we go. Yellow goes back 15. 29 minus 15 is 14. Tripled is 42. Red back 14 to 12, tripled is 36. And blue back 12 to 14, tripled is 42. Maybe it's closer than I thought.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't think I'd got it wrapped up by any means.
I thought that was a bigger gap than it was.
Yeah.
I was wrong. All right.
Pressuring me to
I know.
go.
No,
I could have made
did
a
you not
vital
think
move.
it was?
You still made the right choice, Martin.
You did, though.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. So red, go ahead and take off your markers and count track.
2,
Yep.
5, 7, 8, 11, 12, 14, 19, 20,
Nope. 21.
21,
22,
25.
23, 24, 25. Yep, 25. 25, 61 leader in the clubhouse. I'll go because I'm pretty sure Martin still got it.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think you outbuilt him,
I think
actually.
you outbuilt me.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then
I think you've got it on the build.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 is 68. Leader in the clubhouse. There.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I got here.
15,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
22.
21, 22.
I'll be damned.
Edward has it.
64.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel like an ass.
Yeah, Martin had several rounds where he
Yeah.
underbuilt.
I did. I had
Yeah.
to
I guess I
underbuild a
did
few
not
points.
realize that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the old "you're fine, don't bother with the math" one. So, what I'm curious now, for argument's sake, is
Yeah.
if he had taken something else, would that have mattered?
Nope. He
No?
took the right one. I think he still maxed it for himself.
Yeah.
So it's not like you forced him to lose.
Okay. That makes me
Okay.
feel a little bit better.
Yeah, makes me feel worse, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
All right. So, Ken, thoughts on the
It's
on
great,
the map?
great map. I absolutely underestimated how hard it was going to be to get cubes at the end, and I didn't have good long routes, which is why I stayed at 4.
On the logo. Yeah.
But it just yeah. Okay, but great map. I mean, super interesting. The play with the limited number of actions per type.
having right here.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. The map is
More
map is-
interesting than you would think it would be.
Yeah, that part is interesting. This is like the way the map is set up is just agonizing because the cities are so far away. And Martin's choice not to urbanize was really painful. Probably more. I mean, it's interesting though.
I never
In
was
theory-
able to deliver a red. Well, check that. A red to the western part of the map or blue ever.
In
the
theory,
entire
more
game.
painful for you than for me, but you won. So
I did build the hell out of things.
Yeah.
I built as much as I could every turn.
you built one point worth of track more than I did, and I pushed building as much as I could.
Right,
so.
I did as well.
Yeah.
Especially after what I felt I screwed up in that first turn by basically urbanizing and saying, here, Martin, here, it's yours.
Yeah.
How about you, Martin? What do you think?
It was a good map. Although I tend to dislike very abstract maps like this that don't have any real geography. It definitely increases the appeal significantly when there's real geography to play over for me. It's
Just
one
a
of the things
little
I
bit,
really
little
like.
bit of theme in the rules.
Yeah,
right?
well,
Yeah.
even I mean, I just like maps of the world, and so
Same.
the great thing to me about Age of Steam is you get to play on maps, and this is more like an abstract. But on the other hand, you know, the combination of the limited choices and all the rest of it, the rules tweaks are just really nice, and it's a really nicely set up for 3 players. I don't know that I'd say I'd prefer it over some of the other 3-player ones we've played, like Cyprus or Ireland or.
I know
these
Montreal
others.
Metro, but I can't remember if you played
I've
that
never
one.
played Montreal
Okay.
Metro.
Okay. Which a lot. So Montreal Metro, the Moon are other 3 players that people really, really rave about. I know the Sun is supposed to be good. I have a copy of it. I haven't played that one yet.
In fact, I got a copy of the Pittsburgh one because it came with the Age of Steam. That's an interesting one. It's where it costs you 10 to build a straight line. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So the map doesn't look terribly interesting until you realise, it costs 10 to build straight.
And the
So
other
anything that's not a straight is normal.
It's normal price, but straights are 10. So basically, it's forcing you to curve
So
everywhere.
Yeah.
So the other ones that we had talked about doing, but I realized I don't have copies of, are Swedish Recycling, which
Yeah.
I think would be fascinating. The original version of that, I remember playing. We played 7 players. I think it played 7. I think if it's the map to where if you took a share, you lost the game, basically.
Okay.
And it was pretty clever.
Yeah.
If it's the map I'm thinking of from HeavyCon like 5 years ago. And the other one, Iceland, you said we had done.
No, Ireland.
Ireland, sorry. And the other one that we had briefly talked about possibly doing, I realized I didn't have either. So, yeah, I think this is.
I had fun.
Yeah,
I had a
enjoyed
blast.
it.
I
Definitely.
like this more than I thought I would.
I also think this is one where really you'd be rewarded by a second play.
I agree.
I think I have a better sense for tempo and timing on this one now that we've played once. So
And it's not just about all the normal things that Age of Steam is
No.
but it's the fact that it's the scarcity of what you can do here and seeing, oh, he can't do this, you can't do this, so therefore I know I don't have to build or I don't have to bid to be able to do that type thing. And that, I like that.
it's
that
it's
riff
really fun and
on
different.
this, right? Yeah. All right. Cool. There you go. All right. That's it for the week, y'all. We're off camping, and you have a trip coming up.
Coming up,
Alyssa is currently on a trip. Rob is currently on a trip.
It's that time.
I'm around.
All right. So next week, low player count for the rest of the summer, basically.
Yeah,
For the next 5
potentially, yeah.
weeks, just be patient with that. And there will be content. It'll just be lower count. So even though we're able to meet in person because we're all vaccinated, it's still people have to be available. So that's the other thing. So thanks again, everybody. If you all enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe, consider supporting the show as it says down there, patreon.com/HCHQ. I'm Edward.
Ken?
And I'm Martin.
All right, y'all have a great night. Take care of one another. Be kind to one another. See y'all Monday or Tuesday of next week. Good night, everybody. I really feel bad because I thought you were smoking.
Yeah,
Both of us. I really
all
did.
right.
I feel horrible about that. But at
Well, it's
least
interesting, like that the shares, which I usually feel like are such a decider.
Oh yeah,
Didn't actually-
yeah. That's a 9-point swing right there.
Yeah, but
between
income
the 12
is-
and the 15.
Similar kind of thing. So each income is a 3-point difference.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah, that's a fair
and
point.
you were ahead just that little bit on the income.
That was